vanilla cupcake recipe has a surprising ingredient that makes it lighter and fluffier with a slight tang in the sweetness. Then we top it with our favorite Swiss Meringue Buttercream. And we show you the trick to get it right and super white.
We forgot the sign again.
We'll get it. Hop on top, Coconetta.
Thanks.
Hey, what's this button for?
Where'd she go?
Hard to tell what Willifreda's up to.
I think she'll be okay.
Oh, let's get started.
All right.
We put a little bit of rice in the bottom of our cupcake pans. It's a soggy bottom prevention. Then put your papers in and set these aside. Oh, and this recipe makes 2.5 dozen bakery-sized cupcakes. And so does our frosting recipe, so get ready for a party. First, whisk together 5 egg whites on medium speed to stiff peaks. You can probably trace this recipe all the way back to the legendary silver cake made at the beginning of last century. Nope, not yet. That's soft peaks. It looks like soft serve ice cream. There you go. The whisk is making ripples behind it, and there's a peak in your egg white mountain. Pour this into another bowl, and let's keep going. Gee willikers, where are we? I think that was a time travel button. Judging by the looks of this place, we're in the mid-1800s. Look over there. I think that's Alfred Bird. He combined cream of tartar and baking soda to make baking powder. By George, Henrietta also invented Bird's custard powder in 1837. His wife was allergic to eggs, but loved custard. Look, there's Rumford Chemical Works. They were first to mass produce it in 1859, and they're still making it today in New England. We have one of their first cookbooks. Hey, let's put a note in a time capsule so Big Val knows where we are. Great idea! In another bowl, sift together 3 cups of cake flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, and half a teaspoon of baking soda. The baking soda needs an activating agent, and that's our secret in the wet ingredients. Next.
Hey! Dear Big Val, we time warp back to the mid-1800s. Be back soon. Love, Frida and Coconetta. How about that? I wonder what they're doing.
What button did you push this time? I thought it was the future button. Hey! Look there, I think that's Valentine Rose the Younger. He's a pharmacist who discovered baking soda back in the 1800s. Hey, what did they use before baking soda? I have here the first American cookbook from 1796. It says they used pearlash and potash. Gross. To 1 cup of milk, add 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract and our secret ingredient, yogurt. Yes, yogurt. It adds moisture and a slight tang to the sweet vanilla. It's also the activator for the baking soda. And back over to your bowl, cream together 1/2 cup of room temperature butter and 1.5 cups of sugar. This will take about 5 minutes to get it nice and fluffy. And scrape down the bowl as needed. Now we put it all together. Alternate in your wet and your dry, starting and ending with the dry. Put in a 1/3 dry, mix it, and 1/2 your wet, mix it. This keeps you from over mixing. Now those egg whites, fold them in. It takes around 10 minutes. And careful not to deflate all the air we just whisked into them. Scrape from the bottom and fold it over top, rotating the bowl. Then put 2 scoops in each cup. This fills them about 3/4 of the way full, and you'll get that large cupcake. If you don't want them that big, fill them 2/3 of the way full, and you'll get 3 dozen.
Hey! Where'd that come from? That's one way to send a message, huh? Dear Big Val, oops, hit the wrong button and we're back in the 15th century on a vanilla farm. Coconetta is having a ball. Be home soon. Love, Frida and C.
Willa Frida, you sent us back earlier. This looks like my homelands. Vanilla is a native of South and Central America, as well as the Caribbean. Oops. I know the future button is one of these. The Spanish got it from the Aztecs when they conquered them. Now push the right button. I am Pedro de Alvarado. I brought vanilla back to Spain. You are wrong, senor. I am Hernan Cortez. I brought vanilla back to Spain. I was first. No, I was. Off with your heads. Okay, you are first, senor. And bake for 12 to 14 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. The first toothpick here has semi-cooked batter clinging to it. It's not ready. The middle one only has a sparse tad of crumb. That's ready, if not 30 seconds away. You can take it out because they continue baking for a few seconds in the pan until they cool down. The one on the end is spanking clean. Your cupcakes are probably over-baked by now.
Remember these from the custard tart we made?
From that Michelin chef guy. His recipe uses 10 egg yolks.
Yeah, the mark is wearing nutmeg custard tart. These are the ones refroze.
And we had all those leftover whites.
Yeah.
Quite genius, if I do say so myself. Add 3 cups of sugar and a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. And bring this up to 160 degrees to pasteurize those whites. It's thick like snot at first, but it'll loosen up as it heats up. Oh no, look to our left. Oh no, and the Aztecs are to our right. Willa Frida, did you help yourself to some vanilla? It's for the flavor vault. You could have just asked. Get this thing going. Whoa, you guys look a little frazzled. So where are we in all this fun? I have a deposit to make in the flavor vault. I even brought back a copy of the first American cookbook from 1796. We're making the Swiss Meringue Buttercream to go on top. There, it reached 160 degrees. Take it off the heat and whisk them to stiff peaks. It'll cool down in the process too.
There we go. That's stiff peaks. Yeah.
Yes, those are meltless ice cubes. They always come in handy. And we put the whole mixer bowl of meringue in a big bowl of ice water to cool it the rest of the way down. 65 degrees is our magic number. The butter and the meringue have to be the same temperature. Then add in a chunk at a time. A chunk is about 2 tablespoons. Add it in and let it fully incorporate. It'll get a little runny at first, but don't worry, it all comes together. Yep. Just keep adding it in, a chunk at a time. If it gets too soupy, check the temperature, because it can rise. If it gets warmer than the butter, you'll end up with butter soup. Blech. But no worries, just pop it back into the ice water bowl. It'll cool back down. And at the last stick, poof, it all comes together like magic. I know, so cool. And here's the trick to get it super white. Purple. Purple food gel. Just a teeny bit, or you'll end up with light lavender color on top of your cupcakes. We use a toothpick. You can see the difference here. This Swiss Meringue Buttercream takes a long time, but it's so worth it. Not too sweet and light and fluffy. And then you just pipe it on high. We love a bakery-topped cupcake.
Look at them all. It's a forest of cupcakes.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
They make our day all day long. We love your comments.